Welcome back, everybody. Chef David here with NuWave Oven. Today I'm going to do a really nice and very simple dessert on our precision induction cooktop. Going to use one of our beautiful perfect green Dorlon coated pans. And basically we're just going to make an old-fashioned style nut brittle. You can make this with peanuts. You can make it with pretty much any nut you want. Today I'm going to make mine with sliced roasted almonds. Okay? The recipe couldn't be more simple. We start off on medium-high, which is 375 degrees. We're going to add 2 cups of sugar to a half a cup of water. We're also going to add some light corn syrup. Okay. Now those of you who have made your own candy at home, you guys will know what I'm doing. If you haven't, don't worry about it. This recipe works easy. A stick of butter. Okay? Right into the pan. Now to finish the recipe, very simple. I have some baking soda. I've got my nuts. I also have a little cooking spray, and I stole my NuWave pizza liner from a kit to use my silicone pan. You can use a sheet pan, a cookie tray, as long as you lightly spray it with a little cooking spray, okay? So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this sugar, butter, corn syrup, and water melt together. We're going to start bringing it up to temperature, and the temperature we're looking for is around 300 degrees. So you look on your candy thermometer, we're basically looking for the caramel stage. It's going to turn a really nice amber color, the sugar, everything's going to melt together. It takes about 10 minutes, and when that does, come to the caramel stage. Very simple. I'm going to add my baking soda, fold in the nuts, pour it out on my sheet, and we're going to let it refrigerate for about 2 hours, and then we're going to break it up into some beautiful nut brittle. As soon as we come back, I'll show you how to finish this classic dessert. Okay, welcome back, everybody. We're going to finish our classic American nut brittle. So I was at 375 for a while. Now, because of the amount of butter that's in this, for some of my candy makers out there, you send me some emails from time to time. Now, this caramelization took a little longer, all right? Now, we're done now, so I'm going to turn it off. Okay, and I'm going to do 2 very simple things. Now, I stole my NuWave pizza liner from the Supreme Pizza kit with the cutting board. This way I can carry it to the fridge safely, put it inside. And I know with the silicone and a bit of nonstick cooking spray, my brittle's not gonna stick. I put in a little bit of baking powder, it's in the recipe. And what that does is it gives it a creamy texture. It takes it from that dark brown caramel to something a little creamier. Now remember, especially if you're doing this with the kids at home, and I do this with my son, very careful, I watch him closely because water boils at 212 degrees. This sugar is boiling at well over 300. And a little bit of this on your skin could give you a pretty bad mark. Fold in the nuts. And again, my spatula is silicone and it's high heat resistant. Of course, I don't want to use metal in my Dorlon coated perfect greens. And here we go, right out. Now remember, guys, this is hot, very, very hot. All right. And it's just my recipe of 2 cups of sugar pretty much perfectly fills up the silicone liner from the pizza kit, okay? Just make sure you've got the board underneath it, okay? Basically, what I do is I take this, and remember it's very hot, I carry it by the board. This is gonna go in my refrigerator. It's gonna get hard. When we come back later, we're gonna break it up and show you how to serve some classic nut brittle. Welcome back, everybody. Chef David here, NuWave Ovens. We did this on our PIC. This is our nut brittle, classic American style. You can make a peanut brittle. I chose to make an almond brittle. You can put any nut you want in here. Follow the recipe. Again, I know I have candy makers out there that send me emails all the time. This caramel takes a little longer because of the amount of fat in there. But I think the finished product, and this has been in the refrigerator about 25 minutes, it's already solid. Now, here's the fun part, especially for your kids. Now, you know I stole my pizza pan from my Supreme Pizza kit, right? So that's non-stick. And I have my board, and this is actually still pretty warm, okay? So you can peel this off, we can turn it over, right? But look at this, it's still a little warm. The colder it gets, the more fun it is to break. And I'll show you what I mean. Let's garnish our plate a little bit, because this is a great thing to do around the holidays. I've done this at 4th of July. I do this anytime I have people come by the house. People come over, my son and I will make up a little of this quick nut brittle because it doesn't take long on the PIC, especially if you use the perfect green pan like I did, okay? It's so easy to clean up on that thing. Okay, so I garnished the plate with some strawberries. And then what I like to do is, now mine's still a little warm. When it's fully been chilled in the refrigerator, I let my son pick it up a couple inches from the cabinet, from the counter, and drop it, and it shatters. Now, if you can see this, because I used my silicone pan, now I have a thick nut brittle here, okay? And it'll just break up with your hands. You can do it with a knife. You can put the knife in like this. You can actually cut it straight away like this if you want. I think the best way to do this, guys, just to break it, okay? And again, the warmer it gets, or the colder it gets, the easier it's gonna come apart and make big, beautiful pieces of candy. And I want, on this, irregular shapes. Now you can see, I don't want you to think this looks silly, but the outside actually is breaking easier because the outside's cooler than the middle. Actually, if I put my hand on here, probably still about 130 degrees. So we actually want the brittle to be fully cold. I just wanted to get this done. I wanted to show you guys this before we all left. Okay. And then we can just plate it up. Actually, at this stage, if we wanted to do something neat, even though I've already broken it up, show you a trick real quick. We could take this whole brittle, lay it over a bowl. Now again, obviously I took pieces off there, so I'm just showing you this little trick. Now again, just a little past body temperature. So it's about probably 130 degrees, 120 degrees. Probably right around the temperature of your tap water, huh? But now if I let that cool, what I come back with, and again, it won't have the broken sides, those are there, but you can make a really neat looking bowl out of sugar and nuts, fill this with fruit, and that'll be for your holiday party. Again, let it chill if you want to break it up. About 120, 130 degrees if you want to mold it into a bowl to serve some fruit in. Either way, it's our American nut brittle. We did ours with almonds today. Try the recipe, send me an email, let me know what you guys think.